Hi. Today, I understood that being a people pleaser means absolutely nothing. And also, a bunch of things. I have the passion, I have the drive, but I don't have the change. I believe I'll be uploading this on YouTube. There will be no jokes, there will be no motto. It will be just a reality of a man, a normal man, who tried to create content. And maybe who's still trying to create content. I just forgot to change the category. First, I'm gonna remove this audio here. I gotta have a real talk with y'all. Real talk. Something I realized when I watched this video from this content creator I watched since I was a kid. I highly respect David Jones. And what he said here throughout this video here opened my eyes. And whether I like the people who were here, Blues, Astras, or Red Ronin, whether I like them or not, it doesn't matter. But something that they said is true. And it resonates. It makes a lot of sense. I have the passion. I have the drive. But I don't have the change. This guy reinvented himself throughout 15 years. And he said the whole truth in the video. Only 1% of the content creators will know what it is to live off the internet. It's hard to create content and live off of it. That's why you need a backup plan. That's basically what he said here. And I couldn't agree more. I see all the other dudes here. Let me set him as an example first. You see how he reinvents himself every single day, brings good content. Since, of course, humble beginnings. But since the beginning, he tried his best to bring good content, to reinvent himself. And as the eras of the internet went on, he was reinventing himself as well. There's always a speck of luck. And I want to talk more about being a people pleaser. Because I myself know more than everybody else what I've been doing. Trying to squeeze something out of stones. And this is, honestly, I feel bad. I feel bad that it took me so long to realize this. This dude, XQC, he reinvents himself. He's following the trends. And he's always getting better at what he does. Hey Oracle Sin, I'm talking the real shit here. I'm talking the real shit. If you wanna stick by and listen to it for a while, feel free. But good morning, and thank you for being here listening. Well, like I was saying, since you arrived now, this video here, he's a Brazilian content creator. You see the channel's name. He is one of the top 1% in the world. I followed this dude since he was basically nothing, since I was a kid. And what he said throughout this video kinda enlightened me and opened my eyes about my own personality, about my goals, about who I am. And above all else, I'm a normal person. He said this himself. David Jones, this content creator, said this himself. He had a normal work. He had a normal work. He used to work in the HR department, administration, and he had to face the same things that an average employee had to face. Like I said, humble beginnings. He had to face all that. And he said as well that he's lucky to be in this position. It's comfortable, but you gotta have a backup plan. You gotta think of something else. I have the passion and the drive, but I don't have the change. If I were to be in David Jones' shoes, would I have changed throughout the course of 15 years like he did? I don't really know. It's something that keeps buzzing inside of my head. Can I change? Can I be the same? Because I look at myself, I look at my surroundings, and it's just a reality, man. It's just a man trying to live off his dream. I can't reinvent myself, even though, or although I don't like the people that were here. They said the truth, and the truth is that I can't change. How can I change? How can I become more like XQC? I don't want to become him, but how can I perceive things the way he does? Because this is one of the trends that a content creator needs to have to succeed. This sort of spatial awareness, What are the trends? What can I do? What is my content? And this guy did all that. And there was never this upper echelon thing. This is something I created because it was funny back in the day. There isn't an upper echelon. There isn't. I was showing this channel here as well. Humble beginnings and Speed. Speed did all he could because there was one guy there for him. There was one viewer who kept pushing him. And then there was 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on and so on. And he reinvented himself. He followed the trends. He's always doing crazy shit, crazy stunts, reinventing himself as a creator. He was always this creator. This creator was always inside of him. It isn't for nothing that he have what he has, or he accomplished, he achieved what he did, because it was always inside of him. It was always inside of David Jones. It was always inside of XQC. There's no dethroning them. There's no dethroning them, because they are who they are. This video here was such a slap to my face. But at the same time, it was such a wake-up call. Being a people pleaser sucks. I, more than anyone, know how it feels. And how it drains you mentally. How it strains you mentally. The burden you carry afterwards is the worst sentiment. Is the worst feeling you could possibly have. Like I read yesterday, if you please everyone else, you will lose more and more of who you are. You won't be yourself. You will be someone else. And unfortunately, I admit it. I've lost myself. I don't recognize myself. I'm glad that there's people that listen to what I say and resonates a bit with it. But to be brutally honest, I don't know who I am anymore. I do all the crazy yelling. I do all that stuff to please. But to what? Knowing that the reality is right around the corner. And I don't have a backup plan. This is legitimately what he said here.
Tenha a paixão, faça o negócio que você gosta com certeza, mas entenda que chegar lá, ter o sucesso, transformar isso numa carreira que vai te dar muito dinheiro e tal, é algo muito difícil e é para 1% das pessoas que tentam.
That's legitimately what he said. Have a backup plan, because having a career, this is a career, man. Like him or not, like XQC or not, like David Jones or not, hate on him, love on him, it doesn't really matter. This is a career, a well-established career. And this too, a well-established career. Because he told us a little bit about his story and how he abandoned his normal work to invest on YouTube, in his channel, pour every single drop of sweat, blood and tears onto it. And he was blessed to succeed. This guy, whether you like him or not, he was blessed. Speed was blessed Everyone. Every content creator you know that are part of your life or was through your life at some given point back in the day. Honestly, I will keep doing what I do. I'll keep doing what I do, but I don't have a backup plan. And honestly, it's terrifying. It's terrifying to be in my shoes. It's terrifying. Because I don't know which direction to take. Being a people pleaser, losing my dignity, was the only choice. And being a people pleaser, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I'm talking about you, Oracle Sin. It doesn't mean that I'm talking about Zero. It means more of something that's inside of me, more than anything. It's something that demonstrates how vulnerable I am, how much of a vulnerable, clingy person I am. It puts in contrast to the reality. And I was not able to see that for so long. My apologetic demeanor, always taking control over my actions, doing stuff that I didn't want to do, like reposting shit and stuff, just for the mere chance, just for the small chance of actually having a chance. Now I need someone else's opinion about this. If you're watching this on YouTube, please let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. And what do you think, Oracle Sin? If you're still here listening, what do you think about all this? You think I said something wrong? Or do you agree with what I said? Be truthful. Because I opened my heart today. I opened my heart with the small viewership I have. And I'm so glad that I have supporters. Because otherwise I would be all alone. I have you here. And I have my friends here. Friends that are here to help. If it was overwhelming for you, it was for me too. But it's something that I had to say. It's something that was stuck inside of me. I feel like what you said makes so much sense. I'm struggling with the words here because I legitimately opened my heart today. I didn't know how to start this. This is just a conversation. This is like a video call. So I'm struggling just as if I was talking in a Zoom call. Yeah, I agree. I was too concerned and doing elated shit just to be similar to Speed or XQC or any of the big content creators. But I was losing myself in the process. Who am I? I'm not Speed. I'm not XQC. I'm not David Jones. I'm just Pedro. I'm just a normie. I'm just a normal person. I'm just an unemployed person. And here I am victimizing myself about being unemployed. Man, there was one video I was watching on Instagram. We're just specks. We're just specks. In the grand scheme of things. And the people you want to become, the people you wish you were, they don't give a damn. And the more you do to avoid thinking about these people or thinking about how to become like them, the more you avoid doing that, the better. You will become a better person. That's the video I just watched. And it makes all the more sense reading your comment now. And there's also something that Andrew Tate said. And it always comes to mind. Sometimes. It always comes to mind. Like him, hate him, agree with 100%, agree with 50% of what he says. There's some things that I agree with. There's some things he says that make us think. Think a little bit deeper. Delve for a little longer. And one of the things he said, or the analogy or something, if he donates $100, or if he hands $100 to a beggar, is he giving that money because he wants to feel good about himself, or he wants to help that person? And his reply was, I want to feel good about myself. So isn't that a little bit selfish of him to be saying that? I know it might sound contradictional and a little bit confusing, but that made me think, what is the line between you feeling good and the other person feeling good? This is what Andrew Tate said, and I still think about that. There's not a right choice. It's something we have to come in terms with ourselves. I had to bring that up because it's something that still stirs something inside of my head to this day. I feel like I'm gonna upload this to YouTube because it's something I wanna record. It's something I wanna keep there, stored, something that I wanna pinpoint and use it as fuel, use it as a reminder, as something maybe to influence me to change Every time I feel like doing the same old shit I was doing, I might go and take a look and change my mind. Hopefully I'll change. Back in 4 months ago, 5 months ago, roughly, I was thinking about or talking about becoming a better version. I was bragging about that all day. I'm becoming a better version. I'm becoming a better version. I strive to become a better version. When is this better version, this version that can reinvent himself in every situation, gonna be here? Then again, I could have started the day today by doing what I do every day. By doing the same old shit. Starting the same lame live stream with the same old motto, same old shit. But no, at least I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's something that came from inside. It's something that I had to say. And it's something I'm doing for me. It's something I'm doing for the better. Hopefully this is a change I was looking for. There's no being XQC. There's no being David Jones. There's no being Speed. There's just me. I should strive to be more like me. Instead of just surfing and stealing other people's personalities for the sake of I don't even know what. For the sake of feeling good, for the sake of pleasing people. You feel a sense of realism. I feel a sense of realism every time I see or rewatch on one of my videos. Or even surrealism. I had to vent out, I had to speak out for the sake of my mental health. And it's hard. It's hard being this vulnerable. I think the thing that I envy the most is not even the money or the fame. It's the security. It's the strong personality. They are secure. They stick to their statements. They stick to their words. And you see a vulnerable man here. I always was. And that's the change. That's the change I wanted. That's the change I need. I could be playing a sad song. I could be playing a sad song on the background and trying to capitalize on this. But I'm not doing that. This is just a real talk this is just some real thing I had to spit it out. This is just some real shit I had to say about me. Thank you for watching.